Hello, good morning, and welcome back to Court Farm. We are in a beautiful, absolutely beautiful July morning. As you can see, it is 7 AM, very early in the morning. Did want to start the day very early so that we can get clearly lots done. Look at all of that ready to harvest crop. We've got our beautiful, absolutely beautiful canola here, very ready to harvest. On this side we've got the rye as well, ready to go. Straw from both, and if I'm not mistaken, the lovely linseed, which we'll just jaunt towards now, should also provide some straw, although I'm not 100% certain, but that's absolutely fine if not. I think we will start with the canola though, to be honest. Oh yes, it still looks very nice. The flowers are very beautiful, but it is ready to harvest. So the reason I say start with the canola is because the cows can benefit from it. So we will put it into the trailer first. My guess is that we'll fill a trailer. At least we won't get a second trailer load, but that's fine because it is a fairly small field as well. It was just to keep for the cows for their power food. Right, and then let's have a look at the alfalfa because it might also be ready. It looks absolutely beautiful, and it is ready. I will give it another month. I probably will cut it in August because we're very busy in July as it is. I won't keep it at 1 time, so I will keep it at 5 and just see how the harvest goes. Maybe 3, but probably 5. We'll keep that open because we might do some carting through there. The cows are alright, been mucking them. Oh my god, they're full-size cows now. Blimey, look at that, they are massive. Right, let's have a look at their age. They are 8 months. Wow, absolutely amazing. Let's have a look then. Their straw is fine, their food is fine. They are going through base food quicker. They do require 40% of the total, so I assume this total, looking at this, it does look like it could be 100,000, but maybe 90. As long as we keep these filled, because they do produce at 70%. That is they are 100% productive. With Maize Plus, you need minimum 70% of effectiveness for their food. Once we bring in power food and moisture food, so moisture food will probably be, I might even just purchase carrots from the shop, or beet pulp, set up another beet pulp station, buying station, and then just dump it somewhere in the on the property. Power food, that's the canola, so that will be good as well. But look at that, they are full size. They won't start producing milk for some time, many months, but look at them go. Now if we can maintain 10 of them, then I think we'll be alright for the future if we want to get some more. So yes, I did put the bales away there. Did muck out last time, but they're clearly full again, so we won't worry about that just yet. They can maneuver around the manure, so it should be alright. So the first thing we need to do is get into the combine harvester. Now we should get probably the Ford to just pull out the header and get it spun round because it is the wrong direction. Here we go. Right, we'll put that up to 5 times just to see what happens. But yeah, we might as well start with the canola. I know it's something we've done before, but at least we can get the cows even more productive while we're doing the rest of the harvesting. Okay, we'll just put that there for now. I did fuel up the Ford at the end of the last, so it's all set. We might have to purchase some more fuel actually by the looks. I think we have about 128 litres of fuel remaining in our little tank, so it would be nice to get that sorted. But first, we're good. The harvester is full of fuel, which is good because it does tend to take the most. And we are going to try and get this around the other side. Just a bit of maneuvering. There we are. It is very nice that we have the 6-meter header as well. With the 4 meter for this, the original header for this particular combine was great. It was absolutely fantastic. But the fact that it can power a 6 meter header is just absolutely brilliant. Absolutely will help out big time. Big time. The combine is ready. We'll just tuck this up out the way actually, because we won't need it straight away. In fact, I would like to put it in a direction that it can be placed on by the harvester with ease, please. Fantastic, we'll just leave the whole operation there for now. Now my plan is to hire a helper to trail behind. Now there is the ford, which I've just tucked away, so I might have to get it out again. I would like to do that. I think that's a very good idea to get a bit of a follow me action going on the baling. It will really help. I could just do I suppose I could just do a helper on the combine and then bale behind, but I'm going to try this method first, so we'll see. Right, let's open it up, get it ready, all ready to go. Oh, I have. Now we're all ready to go. Lower it down. I just want to ensure first that we are producing straw with our canola. We are. That is fantastic. So, just stop there for a moment. Yes, it'll build up. Quite a bit of straw, in fact. So we'll get the ford all set up here. Alright. There we go. So we do have hay in there, so we might lose the hay bale, or it might just complete the hay bale with the straw. But either way, first thing, let's get that turned on. Get a bit going. Okay, it has switched immediately to straw, which is fine. We'll get that set to... Oh, what have I done? I've lost... There we are. 10 is fine. Well, for now, let's see how it goes. Look at that, I've got beautiful sun out now. Right. Very quickly, I want to get a screenshot of that. It's beautiful. Very beautiful. Just go through a quick process here of how I get a cheeky screenshot. That is a nice one, actually. Very pleased about that. It's when you see it, you know, you're like, hey, blimey, that's quite nice. Right, now let's get back to business. Why is this chap gone now? Alright, she seems ready to go. I think we're just too far away from the harvester. Because now, we're in the money. Let's crack on. Ah, fantastic. So we are getting our canola in straight away. Now, as I said, I'm not... Look at... The canola's flying and it usually goes in quite slow. So I'm going to take that as a very good sign to the fact that we are going to get a lot of canola. We do have a very well taken care of crop here as well, so I think this will definitely remain a crop we want as profitable as possible. Maybe we'll put a cheeky soybean or a field bean field in. That's definitely possible. That would have to be for next spring though, because I believe that time has passed to plant more of them, but that's absolutely fine. Ooh, that's going to be a bit of a tight one for him, eh? See if we can actually reverse that. It might bugger up the follow me, but let's see. Trying to, yeah, I'd rather that. Are we good? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there's bits missed, but that's inevitable. If we can get the bulk of it done and I can go around and zip along the ford later on to collect any missed bits of straw, happy days indeed. Let's get their first person harvesting in before we crack on into a time-lapse, because we do have lots to get on with, and I have been rambling for some time Look at that, we've got a straw bale there. Might have a couple already. Very, very nice. Oh yes, what a classic. Good memories in this combine. Okay, got that lifted up. Now we'll do a bit of a cheeky maneuver here so that we can actually go down the side again. Ooh, very cheeky maneuver. Must be careful of the rye and everything else in the way. I really wouldn't worry about this as much if we were doing no straw on the crop, because then I could just turn around easier, but because of the helper here. Yeah, and this being a more squarish field, it would be nice to have no straw from this crop, because it is just easier to deal with a square field when you don't have to deal with the straw. So the rye is why I put the rye on the long field, because I knew that it would probably provide us with straw. So there we go. Right, well, it seems to be working well now, so we will crack off into a time lapse, and it's very possible that we might hop straight into another field, but I would like to break it up, because again, the rye and the linseed are all new fields. So right, let's see what the helper does with this. I just wanted to turn around and see if we could bamboozle them. Alright, well, I did decide to put that into more of a sort of a jump cut session, because it was a bit much for the helper. It was a lot of maneuvering, a lot of twisting and turning. But look at that, we do have a full hopper, which is absolutely brilliant, because we still have a fair amount of the field left. So that's 5,600 litres right there, and we do have an 11,000 litre trailer. It's about that. Right, well, we'll get it at least the combine emptied, and from there hopefully we can get a full trailer in. That would be amazing. Basically anything, I want to give the cows all of the canola, because then once I do, I can really start to gauge how much of the other stuff they need. Right, like it's only, the canola is only 10% of their overall efficiency. So if I give them 10,000 litres of canola to their, you know, whatever, 40,000 litres of silage would be the approximate sort of ratio, I suppose, but we shall see. Anyways, we'll get this emptied out. We will crack on with it. A bit of a, probably more in a cheeky jump cut, because we do have loads of harvesting to get done, including the rye and the linseed. And that is the last of it. We almost got 2,000 litres in the hopper there. Unfortunately we did not, but that's alright, because that total should put us just over 7,000 litres. Just over. Right, get that in there. And I suppose we could probably take that straight to the cows. I suppose I'm not disappointed by it. It's still fantastic to have that. However, it's a bit less than I was, I suppose, expecting. Thank you very much, helper. You've been actually quite a help. Now, if we do have linseed straw, I really think the best thing for me to do is actually just do it separately. Do the harvesting first, and then faff with the straw if there is. I really can't tell. It looks like there would be, but again, can't say for certain. Right. Let's take this to the cows. So that means if we have 7,600 litres, basically that would mean that we need ×4 silage. Right, so I think that maths works out. I'm not 100% certain. Like, I don't think we need a TMR mixer, for example, because there's nowhere on there that it says, and I'm almost certain that we could. Is this not where their food goes? Can I not feed them canola? Maybe I have to mix it. No. Very strange. Why? Huh. I feel like that's the same sort of thing as the... Well, I hope not only things in bale form. Because really, there's nothing else, unless we can bale canola. That would be... that would be silly. Yeah, that's a shame. I really am certain that that's where their food goes. Yeah, that's where all the other things went, so... That is a mystery. Perhaps they do have to be mixed. It's frustrating, because if you look at the animal menu, it doesn't say anything. I mean, it shows total, and you could mix all these things, but... You have to be able to put it in. It must be a bit of a glitch or something that needs an update or something like that. Because I wasn't able to put in grass silage either. So, I see. Maybe what we'll do is demo a food mixer from the shop. They can at least give us a bit more information as to what's going on. Perhaps we can try it out and see what's what. For the time being, we will just store the canola in the silo, and we will head over, let that do its thing. Storing, we'll put that away. We'll worry about the straw later. I do just want to see if this does provide straw or not. Let's just crack on straight into it. Just before we do, I just want to check its... Oh, its yield potential is incredible. Very quickly look at this map. Right, so we do have loam, which is, from what I can gather, the best option. Silty clay, not so much. This field's a bit lacking. What is this field lacking? No nitrogen. It says 0 nitrogen. What the hell? That, I wonder, what is that on about? Is that because of this? No, even here it says nitrogen. Well, because this isn't part of the field. It must be alright. But anyways, that silty clay... Ah, look at that. It drops drastically. Which makes me concerned about buying this field. Very concerned. If we buy 49, it's very possible it will be rubbish silty clay, and I'm very concerned for that. I'd feel almost better buying 40, well that's massive, but even 39 and converting it. Let's have a look. Oh, that's ready to harvest. That's the linseed. Yeah, no, I can't afford that. 92, oh, it's even more expensive. Oh, it does show yield potential there. See, that one shows less. What was that? Wage payment. This one shows less because it really is. Hang on, let's look at that one. 104. These ones are just better. 30 is alright. If we don't buy 49, then maybe we don't have to worry about putting in something here. Because I was concerned about putting a crop in, and then having to drive through it, essentially. Always something in it. Right, let's see. We'll look at that when the time comes. But, for now, let's have a look. Ah, beautiful. We are harvesting linseed. And are we dropping a swath? We are, it seems. We are. So as I say, it will be very rapid to collect this swath. So I won't fret on it with the baler, because I will connect it to the follow me for the rye, because I know for a fact that will have some straw. So we'll try and get as nice of a harvest round as possible. As I miss bits, yeah, I'll come back for you, don't worry. Don't know what to do with this field, because it is partially very good. And I mean, the field north of us here, this one here, I really quite like it, actually. I think I will buy it. It feels more appropriate than buying that one. Although that one's very close and near as well, but not to the same, I suppose, degree, because that field cannot be accessed anywhere else except for us. So I think that would be the one to buy, and then potentially put in grass or alfalfa into this field, and go from there, really. So Anyways, I won't ramble too much on. I do like planning out loud because it does give me ideas as I say them, and also if someone hears something that seems like an idea they would like to expand upon or present their own, I would absolutely love to hear your ideas. What should I do? Field-wise, you know? How should I lay things out? I would like to go for that one, just because it seems most appropriate, but we shall see. Right, we'll crack on with this tiny linseed harvest, and then we can move on to the rye. Right, well here we have for the first time loading a trailer with linseed. Oh wow. Looks quite dark. Shiny. Kinda looks like a bean. Right, well that is brilliant. We are getting a full combine load emptied out. We obviously won't get another full one, but at least we'll have some, what is it, maybe about 6 to 7, maybe 7,000 litres? Not quite 7, no. Nah, probably 6. Not very much from the rest of this field here. We'll just crack on with it. Actually, I did see that the Ford is still running, so I should shut the engine off on that. And actually what I'll do is I'll just finish the harvest here cheekily off-field. I'll finish the I'll finish the harvest on the field, rather, which would make much more sense, and rather off-camera, although it'll take one pass probably to get this, so might as well just finish it. Can we get it in one? Come on. Ooh, nearly. That's the worst when you miss two sides. Right, we'll get this cracked on with about... Oh, we've just passed that 6,000 litre mark. If we can get just over 1,000, that would be brilliant. I think there's a bit missed on the far side as well, but yes, we'll get this done off camera and we'll see you in a moment. So unfortunately we only got another 812 litres from the remaining linseed crop, but that is fine. That is fine. I really did not know what to expect from these fields. I really didn't, and I'm fairly pleased. I'll be excited more when I can feed the cows canola, but until then, it should be fine. I really do think that this rye field will be very good, and the rye can be sold. Same with the field beans and the linseed, so I'm not really going to farm too much to, I suppose, keep. The plan would be more so to prepare for selling crop, you know, cash crops and that, because I mean really we do need straw, but we can get straw from rye. In this case we've got loads of straw now coming, especially from the rye, and we really don't need to keep rye for anything. Perhaps if we enter the flour game, then we will need rye, which in time. But I would like to consider. Here, I'm just preparing everything for that harvest there, getting everything ready for the big rye harvest. I feel that is our biggest field, is it not? It really does look it. Let's have a very quick look again. Yeah, because remember, it doesn't go all the way down, but I think that this size field, if we were to straighten it out, I suppose it's quite a bit bigger than that. I'm just trying to think of how best to lay this out. 31 could... I'm trying to find out how best to lay out my farm. So 31 is close to do like bales, and it's kind of closed off as well, so we don't really have to drive through it, so it could be a crop field. It will be, so we'll see how the field beans do there. This field here, I think I'm going to switch it over to something else, something like a hay field, so alfalfa perhaps, because I would like our main field here to be one massive field. I would really like that. So the alfalfa can grow for maybe a season or so, and then I think in the next season this whole field could become a field bean field. Yeah, we're past the time. So next March, we can really invest in the field bean drilling, because I think it will be very good money for the farm. So even as 1 year cash crop, and then we rotate for something else, that's fine as well. But I do think we should look into that. So we'll see. Right, dump this off, and we'll start the rye harvest. Alright, well, as you can see, everything is laid out, ready to go. We have the New Holland ready to harvest the rye with the Ford and the baler in tow, ready to collect the bales. Now, before we crack on with that, there is a couple of things I wanted to do or have a look at. So the first thing is I wanted to show you the animal mixer I'm thinking of, that the shop has been willing to let me have on a bit of a loan. So instead of this base one, it is actually the Silo King. I would end up buying probably this one, but I appreciate that they are going to... This might be perfect, actually. It might be perfect size for our farm. So we are going to have it on demo at some point, probably... maybe not this month, but next month. So next episode, perhaps, while we try to feed the animals from here instead, seeing if the cows will take, loose sort of different silage and stuff like that, because that will really help. And if we can feed things directly to the sheep and then use this solely for the cows, I think that's a good idea. Right, let's have a look, just in case there is one in here. Huh. I think I'm going to buy that. 21057, 60% off. How much is mine worth? I've got 2. Yeah, this one I'd like to keep for fertilizing only, but this one's worth 15,000. And yes, it has less hours on it. Okay, so here's my stance on the used vehicles. After using them many times, tractors do not seem worth it, because they just need repairs so much more and so much more expensive as well. But things like this, 18 kph, so it's quicker by 2, 18 meter spread, so that's the same. That's fine. So it goes a bit quicker. And, oh, it comes with that as well. And we can add the extension. That's already 3,000 more. And we can get BKTs. I think I'm going to do it. I think I will. Yeah, let's do it. Because yeah, let's go for that there. I think that will be fantastic. And I sell the other one. And happy days. So we will purchase that now. Just put the order through. And then we'll only be paying about £5,000 for it anyways. Now, another thing I saw in there is this. Now, I did use this on my Fooling series, because we had so much slurry. Now, I don't know if we'll need this just yet. I don't even know how much slurry we actually have. Ooh, that's adding up very quickly. I haven't even looked at that. Oh, no. Right. What? Oh, you know what? We can sell it. Yep. We can sell it to the biogas plant, when the time is right, of course. We can make a bit of money off of it, for 1, and 2, we can get it switched over to digestate, which we can then also use instead of using our slurry, and make a bit of money. But we probably have to buy the biogas plant. £5,000. That is amazing. What? Okay, well, we won't buy that yet, but we will buy that in the future. Well, that is brilliant. So we don't really need to get sorted with our current spreader. I think we're fine. Yeah, anyways, there's a bit of housekeeping stuff. So we will hop into the harvester here in 1 second, and we'll get started on the harvest. Alright, fire up the harvester and off we go. Make absolute certain that we are dropping a swath, which we are. New Holland will pick it up. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. Look at that teamwork, eh? That is amazing. Right, for this first bit, I think I will ride in the cab. Just give us a bit of a better view. We do have the realistic cab view, so it does take a second sometimes to load into first person, but here we are. Yeah, very nice indeed. So this rye crop, as I've mentioned before, for this first time doing rye at least, it will be cash crop. So hopefully it's worth something. I was just very excited to get it into the ground, and now that we have this big space open again, we will have to reevaluate exactly what we plan on putting in the ground. Okay, we are coming to the end here. I think since this is alfalfa, I am going to go straight on through, because we can't damage it, which is lovely, and give as much room for the combine to turn so that the helper can turn in tow. Actually, that's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Yeah, you know what? Let's go this way. I should have went this way from the beginning. But now we have a headland there at least. I don't want to go up the hill per se. We'll just go to the top and keep making nice rows. As long as the rows are clean, then the helper shouldn't have any issues with it. Fantastic, there we are. Yeah, I do really like the idea of going up and down this field, like kind of this way, because it just seems like the better option for this field. It is a bit of a wonky field, but it is still a nice big space. And really, if we do swap out the alfalfa there, I do want to keep it for a bit, because we have just drilled it as alfalfa, so I would like to keep it for a bit, but we should reevaluate all of the crops that we have and what we're going to do with the money. I'd like to invest in it in a new field. I just don't know what yet. That's all. If we buy a grass field, I'll turn this rye field into one big arable crop, probably our main cash crop, probably field beans, and then we'd have another hayfield. So many options indeed. Right. Oh wow, and he's right behind. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. I will probably go back up that way, or more so up as straight as possible. Yes. Actually, I might even go this way straight across. I messed it up. Sorry, mate. Right, we will break off into a time-lapse though, so we can crack on with it, and then we'll have the rye harvested. I will know exactly how much we've got. But before I do actually leave off into a time-lapse, I've realised now as well that the harvester is almost full, so I might as well just let it get to 5,600 litres, which should be any second. And we'll put the auger out, and there we are. So, oh, what's happened here? It's got lost. Right, perfect opportunity. So I will I'll get this back on to the course. I'll get the Massey down with the trailer. I'll get some rye loaded in there. Alright, first bit of rye into the trailer. Wonderful. Looks absolutely fantastic. Very beautiful colour to the grain indeed. And as I say, cash crop for now, but potentially can make some rye bread in the future. There are many opportunities, and as I've said before, this series I do intend on having it run for a long time, and having it 3 days a week, I will be honest, it can be a bit I do want to fulfill the schedule as often as possible, but there might be some times where it's just a bit hectic in my day-to-day, where I might not be able to get 3 episodes out, but I am trying to get 3 episodes out because I just love this map, and I want to put out some content that hopefully you enjoy, because I know I sure am enjoying it. Oh, there we are, and we're off. there we have yet another full combine. So I put the helper to rest for a moment, and we will go empty out the 5,600 litres we have in the combine, except no, we won't, because we don't have room for 5,600 litres in the trailer. We will put the trailer there for now, or the combine, sorry. We'll get this all sorted out because we do have to unload our very full trailer of rye. We'll take 4% though. Does top us up at 11,500. It is brilliant. Right, so we'll get this unloaded, we'll get the rest sorted, and then we'll see you when it's all done. And to finish up the rye, we have this small little area here, and all done. Absolutely fantastic. So we got about 1,000 litres from that little bit that was remaining. I did empty the rest into the trailer already, so here we'll just empty the rest of this in. Oh, got a bit ahead there. Here we go. Can probably stop the helper here as well, who's done a very, very good job. I am very, very impressed by how well that the helper has helped. I think that's the best use of Follow Me that I've used. I mean, forage harvesting also, but only because you have to. But with this, it's just brilliant. Where we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11... and one in the chamber, and then a few over there. So we'll have many bales. I reckon we'll finish with maybe 15 by the very end of it all. Clean up little misbits, get that field done as well. So it's been a busy day for the Ford on the baler. It's been also a busy day for the Massey on the trailer. Just leave that off for now. And it's also been a very busy day for the combine, because as you can see, it's done every single field that it needed to do, and I'm very pleased about that. So the next arable crop that needs to be harvested are the field beans. That's over there. That will be in the autumn. Yes, something like that. But that's it for summer, at least for arable crop. We do have our alfalfa here, which I'm very excited to get into. Now, I'm not too certain if we can wait another month, another growth stage. I might do just in case, just anyways, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. As for the bales and the rest of the baling, we'll get that all sorted in the next episode in the same month. And there we have it, our equipment for the day. What a harvest. What a fantastic July it has been so far. And I'm excited to see what kind of cash we can get from our cash crops. Very looking forward to it. Great progress once again, I reckon, and thank you so much for watching the video. So if you did enjoy it, a cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and if you're not subscribed and you like what you're watching, feel free to subscribe as well, and you can get all the details on when my videos do go live. Wonderful. Well, as always, once again, thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.